Danny on the track, boys.
It's all good. We coming. We ain't knocking on doors, people. We not knocking on them doors.
If you're tired of malware,
He's got a
We can't do
virus.
that.
if you're tired of crashing,
Chef went to get our guest for tonight.
if you're tired of
And we gonna,
viruses,
you know,
your
we gonna
Chromebook.
get into some topics, because I got a few questions today, for the kitchen staff, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see what they got tonight. Oh, and I appreciate you, bro. If I need you, I hit you. You know this. You know that already, John. But it's all good. Man, I sure hope y'all having a good night out there. I know it's been a lot of few days, that they passed, and they done had some crazy shit happening. I don't know if people be paying attention to it, or is it just, like, I know everybody had their own opinion, but it's just like, I don't know if, everybody see everything. Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. And I eat, bro. Like, I try to eat a lot. I don't know. It's still the same side. They got it. We won the game, though. We kicked that ass. But I think after this one, I'm gonna win this championship, and I'm gonna go ahead and retire from basketball. I got to. I'm gonna have to go ahead and retire from basketball. I'm getting too old to be getting scratched in my face and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, someone is at the door. I didn't hear it. Honestly. Yeah, I ain't hear it. We got the I don't know who had that on. I just hit play. We got the co-host, the beautiful. Yeah. What are you? You not a co-host? Who? Yeah, we co-host. Yeah. How you feeling tonight? Huh? How you feeling? Feeling good? I feel you. What don't you? Nah. Yeah, look like. Oh yeah, that's good. How your week been so far? What's wrong?
You want to see me on both?
Yes, you gotta be on both. That's why I say so. That's two. You the co-host.
Directions, y'all guys.
No, you know that's just
everybody get an opportunity. What's up with you? Your girlfriend punch you?
I play basketball.
So what if kids punch you by accident? Oh, I'm thinking it was like basketball. You know, some children and stuff. I thought you was dedicated to the kids and they're like,
you know, and it's like I don't know if I want to say it like that but I have said it like that and I don't mean it. But
you have kids?
Yeah.
So forget them kids. I mean, it is what it is. Let it be known. I mean, don't sugarcoat that shit.
Right.
When it needs salt, it needs salt.
It needs salt.
When it needs some pepper,
right.
You put pepper.
Right. Well, so it's to the point where it was like, yeah, I ain't gonna deal with them because I know one thing, you know, it's getting to a point to where the referees and
so these guys that you was playing with, I mean, do they not like you?
Like was that a cheap shot or something?
Yeah.
I thought that, but you know, I have moved on in my head to where I can't be this violent person I used to be. I used to get into it.
Give it back to them. You ain't got to get into it and do all that. It's a game.
It was a game.
I
tackled you tonight. On the next other end down, you know. Yeah, I tackled you. I had to get him back.
That's all I needed to do.
Yeah. You know, I don't care who is saying that you
tell her, a nigga did this.
And she asked me too. Because after I left the game, I went to see them.
Daddy,
they already called me ugly, so I'm already fucked up. You know what I'm saying? My kids, my daughter already saying, you know, they always talk about it. Always do.
That's watching. They have children too.
I try to tell them. I always tell my oldest girl, you have to be 3 of them. You gonna be mad. That little one will always smack it. You always smack. You gonna be holding the other two, and that little one gonna slap it. Slap the shit out of it, you know. But that's just how it goes.
Eddie told you. You got it. Yeah, as long as you got it back. On that ass, you hear me? On that ass, that way, I was hating on y'all. see with because I know the football players. I did know grown men that was playing. So shout out to my sister. She was messing with a nigga that I'm not sure if the baby came. Yeah. Well, I know about the football players. I just don't know about the men's basketball. You know, always got this shit, huh? And they police be the first ones.
So it don't really be no bullshit. It has to because it really don't be no bullshit.
But they'll be ready to pop all. They be at the corner like, I wish that nigga would come out just smoking that weed.
Hey, don't believe nothing too loud. They might pull up. Them motherfuckers be everywhere. I seen them on the interstate one day.
They'll hit you. We got a report. Boy, this the gym. What the fuck? What is you talking about? We got a report on the outside of the gym. Man, I know.
And they be way out there.
I'm trying to tell him, man, they stopped me with my temp tag. It was a real temp tag, but they wanna pretend like it was fake. Whatever. So you know they see the little buzz. So they asked me and my friend to get out. So I'm telling them she can't get out. That's why the chair's in the back. So they like, what? I'm like, that's why the chair's in the back. I got out. Do you want me to go around and get her out? And then talk about what? What the fuck you not understanding, my nigga? What?
I've said it thousands of times.
Do you want me to go out and get her out? Right. That's the only way she coming out.
That's the only way she getting out.
Are you serious, ma'am? You need to go to the bed. I was looking at her like, help me to go. Cause baby, it was sinking.
What happened with Shelby? You said it was well?
She in the parking lot. Huh? No. You know about them people around here. You gotta take it slow. Black people don't black people moving too fast. That ain't what's up. And he a big boy, he move fast. He really ain't gonna look. They gonna especially know they from the hood. Real close, he gonna put the camera all on his ass and shit.
What you think about Jess's mother?
I don't know who Jess's mother is. Am I missing something? You gotta tell me what
the guy from the
see, I don't be knowing any names. One thing about me, guys, I'm not a name catcher, okay? Not a name catcher. I don't do all the double names, digits, and well, we're talking money digits. I do that. But we're not talking. We're talking like double consonants, vowels, and all. A-E-I-O. Maybe you. I don't know. Yeah, but you tell me who he is. But
what you think?
He was looking for attention. Maybe he was depressed, looking for a certain type of attention. Because
he wanted attention from somebody.
I'm on. Listen. I know when I start whining like a little bitch, my girl ain't giving me the attention I want. And I'm not about to be like, give me the attention. It sounds like a real whiny baby. I can, yeah.
You already hit the dicker, Why do women do that?
It's natural. Why do we bleed? We don't know. It's things that happen to us that we have no clue, that we still have to deal with. So with that being said, you know what the fuck is up, nigga. You know what's up. Just like I bleed, you know you can't stick your
girl, so she should know.
Yeah, but you know she's more of a masculine energy. She like really masculine. Like I have to be like. One day I was like, so you done with all that? You were like, huh? I said, well, let me put it in that mail with you. Done running them streets. You done? I need to know. Because if you done, I need to close up what I got going on. Hello? You got to put it in the nigga way. Because she ain't understand it. In my way. But he was looking for attention. Probably, maybe. What else you think?
I guess you could say he was looking for attention, but he didn't think he was gonna get this type of But then, because now he's talking about he want the cameras in the courtroom for his hearing. He did want it because he was like, the world needs to see what it is.
Because they could be lying on camera. They do that a lot. They show you what they want to show you. And then they give it to you like that. They cut, edit. Come on, they do it on commercials. I
think they mad, the police mad at him because he gonna lie about some bullshit. Yeah, we're gonna give you some time. And the judge feel like, you know what I'm saying? Because you did all that for attention, we about to give your black ass attention.
Well, how much time? Because I know a girl that lied and said that she got raped by it. I don't think she got time either. And it was in Jefferson Parish.
That's not,
because he got money. That's the only reason why they doing that, because they didn't give her time for it.
That's
her
what I'm trying
lying.
to say, because they don't give a lot of people time for lying. They ain't really tripping because most of the time they lying.
But did he account for lying? Did he say, oh yeah?
He haven't admitted to it, but the people that done it.
Who done what?
The dudes that beat him up. Exactly. Well, I'm just
that's a he say she say allegation.
These dudes came up. The one they told that they went bought the ski masks. They had video of them in the store buying ski masks and all the shit. So
he was in the store buying it and doing all that?
Not him, but the two dudes that did it.
That's a he said. They said he paid us for this, and then think about it. If me and you was to do something, we'd be like, man, listen, check this boy right now. Now they trying to give us I'm just saying. What would they say? Right? What did it? Look, I'm looking at you like, whose fault it is? It's his fault. We could do a suit and be like, oh fuck, we was fucked up, nigga.
So
it's us.
Basically, you saying you feel like the man innocent, and
I don't feel like. I feel like I don't fucking know. I'm just giving you a scenario.
Ain't none of my business. My name Benny, that ain't it.
Look, it ain't in my community. It's not in my gated community.
Shit,
so, with that being said,
how y'all feeling out there?
How we feeling? I'm feeling good. I'm always feeling good.
That's good.
I'm good. I'm on YouTube. My YouTube. Hey, what's up, guys? I hope I know some of you guys. What's going on? If y'all don't know, that's the Empire guy. I don't know their names.
Because a lot of people don't know names, but they have been surfaced and they've been told out.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
have been talking. But
did he?
I was like that too.
Yeah.
I probably watched 1 or 2 episodes. I didn't know the characters or anything like that.
I got contour. I can record it and watch it at any time. So, with that being because when we tell you guys, no.
Y'all be tripping.
No, but you know when we tell you, guess what you do? Okay, babe, I got you. That's what y'all do. Okay, babe. All right, babe, I got you. I'm listening.
Like that, so that might not even come out like that.
Okay, I got you.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all be like, be straight up. Then when we say, be straight up, y'all got the option to choose.
Wait, don't be straight up if you fucking another bitch now. I'm gonna need for you to be straight up. How the fuck did you even get her number? Look, that's what it is. By the time you didn't be straight up with what? Be straight up with taking the trash out? Nah, y'all wanna wait.
If y'all doing anything.
Come on, man, they throwing it in your face. Yeah, we do. We do.
And then
We make you feel how you
Y'all
made us feel.
how
And
y'all
that-
thought we made y'all feel. It was just an emotion that y'all had and y'all took it and y'all put it in y'all pocket and y'all carried that motherfucker.
Yeah, because you didn't make us feel better about that.
After the situation, we could make you feel better because you had to make us know.
Hello, how y'all doing?
We got other
Good.
guests.
Yes, we surely do. Good.
Come on, straight up. Here.
Yes. Nice to meet you, right?
We
Yeah, let me get some.
how y'all doing?
Ma'am.
Great.
Great.
Great. You
Awesome.
right. So I'm feeling good.
Okay, all right.
Yes. Yes.
Appreciate it.
New from Pickly Pops, it's Dobies, a donut surprise just for you. Soft, squishy, sweet.
Got no bags? Rocks and
Whoa, nah. All right. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hello.
All right.
I'm excited.
Woo. God, that was a long little hike. I done made it to my portion. All right, so guys, welcome. All right, guys, I'm trying to make sure you see straight. Raise your mic up right quick for me, just so you can get a good visual of both of y'all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like my people being seen.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let me get y'all on this end. All right, welcome, man. Welcome.
Cameras all over the place.
Ooh, I was trying to catch my damn breath.
Is it security? Make sure we don't steal nothing.
Man.
That's what the moment for.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So obviously, I'm just chiming in. Welcome, first of all, welcome to Kitchen Talk. Obviously, my co-host already got that pet down for me. Appreciate y'all.
You know how it goes.
Yeah, y'all already
Keep
got
the
the welcome
stick
address.
together.
Yes.
You know, if you
So-
let the pie burn, what the fuck? You gonna leave the apple pie there?
Not a damn
You don't want no
person.
burnt apple pie. I was pissed off the other day fucking with McDonald's. Then I had to fix the motherfucker myself. I had to actually go back there and put it in the oven.
Oh, wow.
That's down bad.
So I burnt them. And I blamed it on them.
So, all right, guys, we have some very, very special guests, and I'm honored for them both to be here. So I'm a gentleman because I always introduce the ladies first.
Oh, of course.
Okay, and I give this wrestling style introduction. So y'all ready for this? You ready? Y'all ready? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome our guest. She is the author. Hold on, let me see my face. She is the author. Author. Y'all can spell
Capital
author. She means she writes books.
Oh,
Yeah.
It means
author.
watch them. I mean,
Author.
read them. You know what I'm saying? She is the
It's
author of
been
Blood
smiling
Money
from the
and
jump.
Seed of Blood Money.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kitchen Talk, Miss Rosalind Ford. What's up?
Glad to have
What's
you.
up? What's up?
Oh man! And over here on my, actually across from me, you know what I'm saying? My boy here, man, one of the funniest comedians, man. I'm telling you, I laugh more at him than I laugh at my damn self, and that's saying a lot. So, ladies and gentlemen, my boy, the one, the only, the Key Sweat looking like himself.
Come on.
Give it up for my boy Will Marrow.
What up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Man.
Hell yeah.
Glad to have you, man.
So, oh man, how was y'all trip getting here?
Oh my God, it was amazing. I'm just excited about being here.
Man, my trip was horrible, man. Fuck all that. Like, look.
It was amazing to me. I mean, I was relaxed because I had just got off. So riding, I was, yeah, I was the driver. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. She whipping herself.
I was just
I'm
like,
glad y'all here though.
yeah,
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. Pleasure to be
Thank
here.
you.
Definitely.
Hey, season 4, episode
So-
3 too. So
Oh, okay.
Right.
making history.
So shall we
Wow.
jump into the questions real quick?
Dive in.
Yeah, let's jump straight into the interview.
wow.
Double interview.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's gonna be like a round robin.
Yeah. All right. So
Wait, hold on. Do they have any rules?
do y'all have anything?
Do y'all have
we
anything that
wanna
y'all would not
restrict
want
or-
to?
Oh, nah, man. Yeah, ask anything. Nah.
Anything open?
Everything is open with me. It's just that I just personally, I don't want to disclose the person name I wrote the book about. If you get to that point
Right.
where
Well, we
asking
won't
questions.
go there.
Yes, but I did change names and all my characters are different. But we can really get deep with it.
Yeah, all right.
So
Into the juices.
All right,
Yes.
cool.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
I'm not saying we're gonna be asking no dumb shit. Like,
It's
nah,
okay
who is
if you
it?
do,
You know
but
what
I'm
saying?
just
Oh, all
saying,
right.
putting it
Well,
out there.
Yeah.
Like who is,
Yeah.
you know,
no.
who is,
Nah,
you
nah,
know.
nah. We ain't that. I'm gonna read the book.
go ahead.
Yeah.
I want a book. You did?
Go ahead.
Oh, I
Read
want
the
to- I
back
want
of
to-
it.
Go ahead, Dominique.
I want
Look,
to-
read the back
First
of it,
question, you asked the
Dominique.
first question?
Dominique,
Yeah.
read the back of it.
You
Yeah.
had-
yeah, read the back of it.
I want a copy.
Oh, out loud. I don't do out loud.
That's right.
Well, what if I told you might get a copy in your future?
Man, you can stand up
Hey.
and read it. Read that for the class.
You can read paragraph 1.
Miss Ron, so we know that you were motivated because this person's life motivated you to write this book.
Yes.
So for my people that are not knowing about this book, tell them about this book. Give them some insight on what they could expect.
Of my book. I was once a victim of domestic violence. Domestic violence played a big part of my life since I was a child. Actually, I went in to, I'm gonna say, a devastating moment of my life where I had a breakdown because of domestic violence. I seek counseling, and the counseling that I seek was in a church. So I went to a Pacific church and had counseling done. And when I had counseling done with the bishop of the church, it led to my vulnerable state. He took that and used it for, it's a true story. He took that and used it for himself. Everything that I told him that he was counseling with me with, he took that and used it for himself. And we become lovers. In my story, you would see that we become secret lovers for a long period of time. And with that long period of time, everything that I experienced in my life was abuse with men, family. This man took everything I told him and used it for his own advantage. I become his secret lover. He told me that God put him in my life to help me through this process and that he was going to protect me from every man that come upon me. Once that started, the money started. I was young, vulnerable. I had just lost my boyfriend to domestic violence. He committed suicide over me because he was beating me and I got out of it. And I went to my bishop for prayer, didn't know God for myself. That's how I get entrapped in looking at, at that time I was 30 years old. I'm 45 now. Yay!
Congratulations.
Thank you. But I went into the office of this man and we started, having counseling everyday sessions, one after another. And then we become lovers. He started using the church money to explore me. He started buying me gifts. He brought me a Mercedes-Benz, brought me a house. He started just treating me like I never been treated before. The church had it like that. So with me going into minister school, I was a minister at the time, which I am still a woman of God, but I stepped down when all this took place. He became my boyfriend. Now he's married, and Sunshine is my name in the book. And where I get the name Sunshine from, let me clear that up. It rained so much in my life through everything I experienced. The sun was shining on me once God stepped in and helped me. So I named myself Sunshine. And when you see in my book, you're going to see Sunshine. So this man started treating me like I was his side woman. You know how that is. Keeping my mouth closed, feed me the money, feed me everything. I wouldn't tell nobody. I go to church like nothing happened. So one day I walk into church, had a big black eye, and everybody like, wait a minute, her boyfriend just died. Who could have done this to her? And he calls me up. He calls me up to the stand and lay hands on me and say, God, deliver this man for hitting this woman. Deliver this man who's doing this to her. But he was the man that was doing it. I sat there and I cried. And, of course, I went through it for a while, back and forth. The money, yeah. It's okay.
I don't want to cut you off.
That's okay.
He knew deep down he was bad. He wanted God to deliver him.
So he said
He
it
put his hand on
my head.
in front of the congregation.
in front.
Come on.
Yes.
You didn't stand up and punch him in his jaw?
No, I just cried like a baby and covered him like he always
You have to
said.
read the story to
You have to
gotta
read
story.
the
see the
book.
triumph.
No way.
The triumph. That's
Yeah.
why she, obviously she here because she triumphed.
Yes, and I
Yeah,
want
gotta
to
read
get
the
my
story.
story
That's
out,
deep.
and I need it's really
That's
deep.
deep.
So after that, the beating started, and I mean, he beat me, he beat me, and he beat me,
Mind
and he
control.
beat me. Then the money come. He beat me, buy me gifts, beat me, buy me this, beat me, buy me, and that's where I get blood money from, cause it was blood money. Then
Your blood for the money.
What was the aggression?
oh, he was a very controlling man. You would see in my book where he was very controlling. He didn't allow me to look this certain way. He said I remind him so much of his wife.
Oh.
Yeah, the whole time.
The one
Excuse me.
The one he was
Why
married
do it
to.
Why women fall so deep like that?
I'm gonna tell you my experience, how I felt so deep. When you don't love yourself,
Okay.
when you
Makes a lot of
sit yourself aside for money,
Right.
settle.
Right.
And I was selling at that moment in life. I had a child.
Right.
I had just had a new baby. I was young.
Right, she was trying to survive.
That's it. And like I'm saying, he still was a man. And like I said, if you don't know God for yourself, you go into church, they're dressed up, they're still a man.
Right.
He's still a man. A
Right.
man that's not ready to take the stand of being a child of a man of God to lead God's daughters.
Right.
Because I'm not the first one, I'm the first one to expose it. But the rest of them just walk away. And I say, God, I didn't go through all of this and I can't tell the world. So now I had to walk around with people talking about, oh, she slept with a pastor. But do you really know what happened?
Right.
But when he got exposed this time, he's been exposed and the world knows. He's been exposed now. And now everybody want to talk to Rosalind. Now they're on my side. Now they want to hear my story. Oh, okay. It's not that you didn't believe me.
Right, it's just
But-
Buy the book. Buy the book. Straight up. Buy the book.
Now, everybody want to know what's really going on. So I'm just on my grind to make a long story short. I just want people to know what I experienced in life. Maybe I can be a help, and I pray that I'm a help to some woman, boy, or girl that's struggling, not just in the church. You may be at home, struggling with abuse. Do not settle. I have picked myself up. Yes, I do. I have picked myself up now, and I'm just trying to get out there, get my word out there, just to let people know that you can overcome any obstacle of your life. And so now this is my healing process. When I wrote this book, I feel like this is my healing process. I'm on my journey, and I'm on a book tour right now, and I'm just so excited about sitting here with you guys. Oh my God, my very first interview. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Shout out.
So this is my very yes.
Shout out
And
to
I'm
you.
so excited to be here.
Thank you.
Like, I'm really blessed to be sitting among you beautiful
I'm
people.
not gonna lie to you. We appreciate you selling that story because somebody need that story. I don't want to disclose too much. I have a
Yes.
couple people that need to hear that story. So
Yes,
I'm definitely
sir.
gonna send them a link to this
Yes.
episode after
Yes.
tonight.
Thank
But
you so much.
But
Thank
I
you.
will say this.
Shout out to Telly.
Oh, skate,
Thank
skate.
you.
Ooh, got me.
Oh, gotcha. Skeeted
2
all on
times.
you.
That's all right. That's all right.
Shout out Miss Ross.
Yeah,
Thank
shout
you,
out,
thank
shout
you.
out, for real.
But,
Sign my copy.
I'm gonna leave this copy with you guys. Actually, I did sell out. I sell out.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I did sell out. So I'm gonna mail y'all copies and make sure y'all all get a copy for free. I'm gonna make sure.
Shout out to
Yes,
Kiki.
both books.
Right.
I will, but I'm gonna leave this copy. I'm gonna leave this
Oh, yeah, I'm
copy.
ready.
And
Shout out to Telly. Shirt
so
sale.
yes, so
I got a question.
okay. Yes.
I got a question. So, all right, I ain't worried about that. I'm just gonna deal with that on a break. So okay, we don't got this triumphant story now. Are you a person that like to laugh and enjoy yourself?
I do.
All right.
And that's okay. I'm ready to laugh. I need
All
to
right.
laugh.
Yeah, but we had to get it out there. I would
Yes.
appreciate you. Shout out to all the people that's watching too. Roz T, Nikki, man. DJ McWayne was saying the catch boy. All the people that's out there. Now we gonna get you.
And you have a second copy.
You know what I'm saying? We done got some encouragement. We gonna talk to my boy Will right quick. We gonna get some laughs. All right, so Will.
Yeah, what's up?
You know what I'm saying? Now you done heard this trumpet story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you can one up that. You know, like I was a struggling comedian.
I'm still struggling. What you mean? I am.
Tell the world about Will Merrill, just in case they don't know who you are.
They don't know who I am. They don't know who I am. Yeah. Will Merrill from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I've been doing comedy for like 9 years now. All over the Gulf Coast. I'm actually recording my very first comedy album May 16th in Baton Rouge. So look out for that. That's gonna be released this fall. Well, yeah, this fall 2019. Just getting it, grinding out here, you know. Trying to make it do what it do, you know. Yeah, definitely.
So what was your last performance? Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
My last performance? My last performance. Ooh, wow. Was probably the
Was it February 24th?
2024.
Just in case y'all don't know.
LOL Warehouse.
Plug. Just in case y'all don't know who Will Merrill is, Bob, I think just went back.
Oh,
Just in case y'all don't know, you see that.
yeah, that's me.
Right?
That's me. Matter of fact, I've got on the same sweater currently that's in that promo picture right there. I got on the same sweater. I keep that same energy every time I go somewhere. No, I got to wash and dry at the house. Don't hate on the fact that I'm gonna wear this again too soon. Y'all may see me on another photo with the same sweater on. Exactly.
Okay, so with your comedy, what do your comedy derive from? Some people comedy come from tragedy. Some people come from just life stories. Where your comedy comes from? Where does it come from?
It comes from life. It comes from my experiences, my point of view from different things that's going on. Everything like I tell on stage is something that I've experienced. Everything that I tell on stage is something that I live or my personal point of view. It's unique. Like I always tell people all the time, like, you know, whenever I'm on stage and I'm, you know, performing, I'm not really, you know, telling jokes. I'm sharing stories with friends. So that's why I like the audience to feel. I want to make the audience feel like they'll know me by the time that I'm finished. You know, that's why, like, my real name is William Merrill. I go by Will Merrill. I don't go by a stage name. I don't go, you know, because who I am on stage is who I am off stage. So I keep the same energy, and it's unique, and it's a, you know, a genuine personality, genuine story that's behind my comedy.
Okay.
Definitely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Remember your first joke you ever told?
I do.
The first story, like
my very first joke. I'm gonna tell you my very first joke I've ever wrote and ever told on stage. July 28th, 2010. This was my first time on stage. My very first joke was, I am so broke, my Facebook account's my mama name. That was my very first joke. So, and then I was like, yeah, bill collectors follow me on Twitter.
Right.
I need a co-signer for a YouTube account.
Right.
Like, I was just telling about my stroke because I was looking for a job. Yeah, I was looking for a job when I started doing comedy. So everything was about me being broke, about grocery shopping, about, you know, week vouchers, food stamps, like everything. So that
was about the struggle.
Just about the struggle.
The very first one.
That was my very first joke.
Is this your first interview?
This is actually one of my second interview. No, it's my second interview. This is my second. It ain't my first, but it's my best so far. I'll say that. It's my best. My best so far.
Like, I actually do stand-up comedy too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was asking about the first joke. I can feel where you're coming from with the struggle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't hear.
Shout out to Ski. Shout out to Tracy. I see y'all.
You know, like I do it too. And like my first time was like, 2015.
Okay.
Yeah, 2015. I tried.
Yeah.
It was like.
You tried to tell jokes and it wasn't cutting. Huh?
Oh no, I didn't done it. I didn't done playing open mics. No, I didn't throw 3 shows, everything. But it ain't about me. It's about this guy. It's about Mr. Will.
Are you still throwing shows now? You still doing shows?
Oh yeah, I actually have one coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually do
have
have
you
one
just had
coming
to
up.
fight over one just now. You see the mark.
Damn. I see that.
I noticed how he was looking at me.
I see that. I was like, I mean,
I play basketball as well. So
Okay.
I worked a 10-hour day job. You know
Uh-huh.
what I'm saying?
About your life.
And then, well, you the one throwed it in there. You the one.
Oh, you said you had a show, so I
But
thought
the
you was
basketball, I
faithful.
play basketball too on Thursdays and Sundays.
Right.
Men's league.
Yeah.
And I scratched her, and
I feel you.
like,
Did they call a foul?
Yeah.
They called a foul. So all
And we
right.
were down by 12 points at that time.
Damn. So they just fouled you for no reason.
They called after they
nah,
said
they
the item.
Oh, they waited. They were like, oh, hold on.
The ball going out there.
They scored too much support.
So,
But that's how that happened. So,
Okay, yeah.
we got an origin of both our guests here tonight. You know, we got to know them pretty well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna have
So
some fun
what's
with
the
y'all.
second book about?
Go ahead, Dominique. Oh, you had a good question. I'm shut up. You got it.
Yeah, what's the
I just wanted to know about the second book.
The second book actually is part 2 to Blood Money. I named it Seed of Blood Money because it was actually a seed planted when I went into the office of the bishop. So I named it Seed of Blood Money. And in that book, it just follows the story of blood money. It's just part 2, have all the pictures. I have all the pictures in that book. Yeah.
That's all the
Good story.
That's the literary one that
Y'all get it too. Y'all get all the receipts. All the receipts.
All the goodies. Yeah.
But I appreciate both of y'all, man.
Thank you.
just
Thank
coming
you.
in.
Thank you.
Y'all
Thank
share
you.
y'all stories, man,
Yes,
because
thank you.
somebody need to laugh and somebody need to be inspired.
That's right.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Somebody
You
needs
know
to
what
be
I'm saying?
delivered.
And I grew up in the church. My daddy was a pastor.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But even though my daddy didn't do those things, I've seen some pastors do some things.
Wow.
And I be want to ask them sometime.
And I just want to put that out there. The church doesn't hurt people. It's the people in the church.
Right.
So it's not the church that hurt people.
So-
Because a lot of people think
Go ahead. My fault.
Sorry. A lot of people think
that the church hurt people. Like, I'm not going back to church because I've been hurt. They let me down. But if we all get it together and say, well, we go for God and not man, it will work. But I always went to church and look at, oh, my pastor, pray for me. Instead of pastor praying for me, pastor wanted to get between my legs. Yes, he wanted me. So
that's my question. And that's my question to everybody. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like, how would you handle it if a pastor taught you in the program?
wow.
Whether you wanted it or not,
And-
knowing that you go to this man as a
Wow.
guiding counselor, like as a soul protector, like because he's supposed to be the pastor and he's
Oh my
supposed to protect
God.
your soul.
Yes.
So when he touch you in the program and he's telling you that no one else should, but he's doing what he's telling you not to do, like how would you handle that? How
Well,
would you
when it's
All right,
first,
we got a caller right quick.
Oh, okay, great.
Call her.
We got a caller. This my caller.
Caller. Yeah, they
Oh, that's 9 o'clock. They got their free night weekends. I feel that.
You done stop calling that fast. Damn.
The phone must been ringing.
Yeah, but see, I don't have
Oh,
a special
but-
kitchen talk government
That's
phone
why.
tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
can't hear you on Instagram. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Oh,
They
they
should be
can't.
able to hear me now.
Yeah, because that's what they were saying. I
They
don't
can't.
Somebody had probably he called.
Oh,
I hear you guys
Like-
wrong.
Anyway,
like how would you how would you handle it?
my fault.
I guess in the sense of putting myself in someone else's shoes, it'll be tough because the pastor is looked at as a man of cloth. They're looked at as a man with great integrity. They're looked at as a man of or female of higher standards. So to come out with an allegation or any type of truth behind, even if there's truth behind it, no one's gonna believe you. No, it's gonna be hard for someone
I
to.
just said
There you
it.
go. He
At that
just
time,
called,
you know.
nobody
Wants
believe
to
me.
hear you.
Exactly.
But now, everybody want to hear it.
Okay,
Exactly.
what's up? What's up? What's your statement?
This is not Jesse. For the emergency, man. What's going on?
We in the middle of a show. What's happening?
Nah, man, just been chilling, man. I got you, man. I just called in and played my role. Balls, man. Ricky Walls. Who did it? Not C, not D. I don't know, but we all know who they is.
Man, why Freeway always trying to freestyle?
What
Did
the
y'all get your boy from out there? Did anybody go open the door for the guest? The other guest?
what a guess?
We had another guest out there.
Yeah, I was telling somebody to catch the door.
Hey, open the door. or something
Hey, we
like
gonna
that
call
the
you
whole
back,
time?
bro. All right. Yeah, my boy been sitting there waiting patiently.
Oh, yeah.
Come on in, brother. Oh Lord, my boy been sitting there. Cause look, I had seen
Wait,
his
he wanna
homeboys. Yeah, I told you he was the guy in light, man. What's happening?
Oh yeah, what's good,
How
bro?
you?
How you doing?
What's happening, bro? Let them know you are on the mic right quick. I'm sorry y'all couldn't hear. I had people calling. I'm sorry. I don't have my other phone. Blame Big State winning. We'll talk about that later.
Shout out to Chartel Telly. I see you on YouTube.
Ah.
I see you. Yeah. Our
I
YouTube.
see
Shout
you,
out
John.
Telly. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, I
shout out
see
She's
you,
to
working.
I see you,
Resumes.
Giovanni, my
I see you.
boy.
I see
shout out to
you.
everybody
Who
out there.
else?
Mr. Young, old Bunch Middle School representing Pete Medill. All right.
All right. We see
Ginger, I
y'all.
see you.
Telly
Come
Telly.
tonight, man. Yeah, they're good. Everybody come join in. It's the table. Just come slide in.
Damn, my channel.
Hey, brother, you
Oh,
too, man. Y'all want to talk,
Slide my
man?
channel
Come in.
over
This
right
for
there.
everybody.
Yeah, my channel.
Yeah. I'm
Oh, all right.
Go ahead.
All right,
Yeah, yeah.
I guess more to
man.
more favor.
Oh,
I appreciate it.
shit. I hate having to do this with balance at home.
Yeah, so you had to call in. Nobody was answering the phone for you.
Nah, ain't
No,
nobody
that wasn't
answer
him. That wasn't him.
Oh, I thought he called in.
Yeah, no,
I ain't
that
gonna
was
lie,
somebody
knock on
else.
the door.
That's now just see a part of the show. Anyway, man, tell them who you are, bro.
What was y'all with it? SB Nate, you hear me? The original SB. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling today?
Man, and my boy is a musical artist, bro.
Glad to have you here.
So
Thank
what's
you,
that?
thank you. You know, I'm just cool. I'm just here with my girl. She go to school with her, so I'm just waiting on her to finish her studies. You know, I'm just chilling right now.
That was
I
a
feel
shout out
that.
to supporting,
Yeah, shout
supporting men
to
out
my
there.
baby.
Swell women. Black men don't cheat, by the way. Black
Nah.
men. we
So
don't
man,
cheat.
man, now you do music. I got an author right here. I got a comedian over here,
Oh, all right.
and I got a musical artist, bro. So tell me about your art. Tell me about, you know what I'm saying, your music.
Well, I do rap music. I'm part of a rap group called Steve's Bros. You know, that's my partners, but blood wouldn't make us more related. You know, we grew up together. I met them when I was like 13. I went to Middle McCall in the 7th grade, and like we just been cool ever since then. You know, a little bit about myself. I've been doing music since I know how to talk. I've been doing music before I even know how to walk. I come from a musical family. You know, and it just made me happy to go ahead, just write something, get whatever I got going on off my chest, or, you know, whatever I can just shape the world into my own perception through my words. And I just made people feel good, and that made me feel good.
I feel that.
That's what's up.
For
Type
real.
of
So
rapper
look,
do you see yourself?
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Type of rapper, I really don't categorize myself as a type of rapper. You know, I'm just somebody from New Orleans who really just seen more than the average person. But, you know, I still ain't see a lot. I'm only 20 years old. So as much as I seen, you know, I can see 100 times more as that. And I'm just trying to take it one day at a time.
So you more of a freestyler, lyricist?
I can do it all. I can freestyle. I can be a lyricist. I'm not part of that, you know, mumble rap genre that, you know, my generation unfortunately, you know, have to deal with.
Right.
You know.
I'm sorry you said I was there too, bro. I'm like,
here.
someone right, and
That
it
was-
started sinking down in my brain when I see the people outside. I'm like,
He probably about to go to the studio and diss your ass.
yeah. You're like, Chef had me standing out here the whole damn time. Chef ain't shit. He ain't even cooked.
Nah, nothing like that.
I'm just playing, bro. I'm a
you know,
comedian too, man.
Well, I mean, I love the jokes. You
Oh,
know,
yeah,
I
it's
can
gonna
I
be
can be
jokes all
a
up
communicator.
Was that the West Side Creeper?
My friend said, get a copy of that.
Shout out to my barber.
Yeah, she got to buy a copy.
Yeah,
It's sold out.
Oh yeah. Tell them how they can find your book right quick. I want them to at least know right now, because you're gonna tell them again. But let them know
So
now.
they don't slip all their mind.
Yeah.
You can actually go to my Facebook, Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I do have PayPal set up. I do mail copies out. You can go to that ASAP and go to my PayPal, and I can have it shipped to you overnight.
Okay. Ooh, overnight.
That's my PayPal and my Instagram and Facebook name. You can get your copy, and I can mail it out to you. But I do a lot of book tours. So I'm on a book tour right now. So
Where your next stop?
Lafayette. I'll be in Lafayette this weekend. Bro Ridge.
Okay.
I'll be out there. Yeah, this
that's
weekend.
on the other side of the bridge.
I'll be set up at the convention center this weekend.
No sound. I'm so sorry. I know I ain't had no sound.
Oh, okay.
Ain't this
Throw the whole phone away.
So ain't nobody heard
So on a book tour,
Wow, that's okay.
How does a book tour go? Like what
Every
does it
weekend?
consist?
Oh, the book tour.
What does
I
it
just
consist
go. I just go around and I set up wherever it's convenience. I pay for. Just say if I'm at a hotel, they'll give me directions where to go, where to have this at in the town, and I'll book it before I get there.
Okay.
I set up. I just go and set up where I'm gonna be at the convention center in Lafayette. They got an art festival and crawfish
So
festival.
you have a little booth,
And I have my own
with the
booth there
books.
with my books,
That-
flyers, everything
Okay.
ready.
So you just selling.
Got
your
my camera
stories.
people with me, my whole team.
That's what's up.
We ready to work.
Really just trying to meet new people.
Just
and
meeting new
tell your
people, getting my
testimony
word
that
out
way they
there.
can.
That's it. Just
I
trying to
mean,
get my
yeah.
word out, trying to get my book out there. Just grinding,
Right.
basically.
That's tight.
Yep.
That's tight. Because I wouldn't have never like I want to write books. Like I
Yes, sir.
started, but I ain't never finished or never got nothing published. So it's like, how like I'm.
Well, that's a good question. I actually self-published everything. I did everything myself. So I'm
That's
a
dope.
very independent author.
Yes.
That's dope.
My book was on Amazon. It was in Barnes and Noble. It didn't do well. I mean, of course, somebody see your book sitting on the shelf, and how many times you pass a book in the store?
Right.
People ask me all the time, Rosalind, who you got with you? God. I don't even have a team, but I got God.
Right,
But you made
And
a
I'm
whole
on-
book on your own strength.
Yes, and I'm on my own grind. A lot of people come to me and they say, "Girl, what you doing to sell them books? What you telling these people?" And
The
my
truth.
story. See, you
That's
have
right.
to get out there. So, an artist, I say to you, and a comedian, whatever, you get out there and you take the streets and talk to people. Like, just your product sitting there, it's not gonna work.
Right.
I mean, I've learned you have to really get out there and network with people and talk to people. So that's what I do. I get out and I talk to different people. And I mean, I don't discriminate. My story, I have met so many people that's been through domestic violence
Mhm.
and have been through some type of abuse in a church
That is true.
or at home, so it gets real deep.
I
Yes.
feel that. So I got a question for y'all two guys too.
Okay.
All right,
So
Tiffo.
we got 8 minutes before we go on a musical break. Anyway,
Oh, we got
But-
music?
yeah, we do music too, brothers.
What?
But since we got a
Yo.
special guest tonight to kind of change up format, we're gonna be playing some of my boys' stuff. tonight.
Oh, okay. Oh, we got a
We're
radio
gonna
show.
get
Radio
some
show.
play.
That's
Hey,
cool.
This is look, even though we go on podcast format, the spirit of the show will always be radio. That's how I started.
Facts.
That's how I work it. Like the audio, I listen to the audio more than I watch the video.
Right.
I could be at work working and I could listen to the audio and I be enjoying it and forgetting that I'm even a part of this. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love everybody coming together, sitting and talking and just different backgrounds, but just conversing. It's
Yeah.
just good to see.
Hey, he's conversing right too. Look at that.
Right.
Look at
Yes.
that
Yes.
nigga
Yes. So, what do you do to network your art?
Really, I just do a couple things. One thing I do the most, I just go out and talk to people. A lot of the jobs I had was always service industry, so I met a lot of cool people like that. I used to work over here at Loyola at the Starbucks actually.
Okay.
So I met a lot of cool people. Just gave them calls, just send them my number, give them my social media and tell them whenever we have shows. Like my first few shows I did at the Willow. Then we did shows at the Circle Ball. We did shows at the Santos Ball. We opened up for Kingpin Skinny Pimp. If y'all familiar with him, he's one of the original members of 3-6 Mafia from that whole Memphis funk sound. And that was pretty cool. We opened up for him and Gangsta Black in Memphis last year.
Yeah.
So it's just, I just go out and I just talk to people. I'm real talkative, That's, all growing up, I was just always talkative. I like meeting people. I thought about having my own radio show one day. So I got a lot of things, in the pocket that
It's
gonna
not
come
hard
back.
though, bro.
Oh,
I just fell into it.
I mean, I see people all the time, especially like the way how technology is now, I go on SoundCloud or I go on YouTube and I just listen to different podcasts. One of my favorite podcasts is Bill Burr. He's a
shout
famous comedian. Shout out
Shout
to
out.
Bill Burr. Shout out FSO Family. I watch that all the time. I be cracking up off that show. But I just like to go out and talk to people, old, young. I don't discriminate, white, black, Chinese. it was one time I was in an Uber and this lady was like 65 years old, and I played some of my music and she was a fan. And she asked me what to buy that. I'm like, nah, it's just out for free right now, but that opened up my eyes to a whole new thing, and it just told me even more so to keep pushing and to keep going with my music.
Yep, small steps are better than no steps at all.
Right.
That's it.
Progress better.
Shout out to D Mitch.
Progress at all.
Whoa,
Kitchen Talk alumni in the house.
Hey, I like how y'all smooth got away from my question,
What?
but it's all good.
What was
It's
your
all
question?
good.
Because I'm about to ask Will,
I
how
asked
do you
everybody a
market-
question,
What was your
but
question?
it's cool. We're gonna continue on with the question.
We got 4 minutes for the musical break. What
We
you
can
got?
go back into 11 o'clock segment.
Okay, because I know I want to talk about these people, their social
we gonna
media
get them out
addiction
there.
from yesterday.
We got to get
Oh,
them out there. I
right.
just was trying to remind everybody.
I can't check my YouTube. All is lost.
So people make their money based on that too.
But true.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's different.
Yeah,
But I mean, like you weak because your Facebook wasn't running, so you couldn't check your DM. Like sometimes we need a break from social media to take a break and look at the outside world.
You don't have
Right, but sometimes you so
Right.
connected to the cyber world that you forget to look around and see what's going on in the real world.
It's
because
crazy.
if you make your money, you also have what
True,
consumers. So we need
that's
those
true.
people to be a little crazy off of what we're selling on here, right?
Makes sense.
But I get what you mean. Some people that just go on there 24/7 just to be nosy.
Yeah,
Right.
it don't never hurt to get out and go speak to somebody. One thing I find funny, especially with my generation, is like a lot of dudes don't holler at chicks no more. They go on social media.
Yeah,
That
they
was
DM,
always-
they slide.
That was just weird to me.
They
Like,
be slide like Razor Ramon.
I be, when I was single, I was successful with it, but it's just not me. I'm old school. I got an old soul. I go up to a young lady, how you doing? What's your name? My name Nate. And just shoot my shot, whatever. But yeah, it don't hurt to get out, to get out there, because it's a real world. You never know what's gonna happen. It might be the best day of your life. You just take that step out, put that phone down, because people act like a phone is a true extension, of themselves, and like, no, that's just a piece of metal and plastic put together with just a little electric energy.
We gonna get back because y'all already ready to tap into the well already.
It hides another part of you for sure.
We did already
So
tap.
you can't act like that phone, you haven't created that extension.
We
You know what
gonna
I'm saying?
get
So
in there.
that's how that goes.
We gonna get it in the second half because y'all already.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna ask Will this question before we go to musical break.
All right, what's the
Will,
question? What's the question?
How do you man, I lost my train of thought.
How do I market myself using social media
Yeah,
and other
using your
means
art.
of
How do you-
my art?
Yeah.
Man, a lot of times I go to open mics. That's like the main thing. I go to open mics. I go to shows. Like if there's a show that's going on, whether I'm on it or not, like I'll go to the show. I'll watch the show. I support the comedians. I support the hosts.
True.
Go out there, network. Yeah, show love. You know what I'm saying? Show love. Because if they see you out there supporting the show, then they're like, hey, man, why don't you come on and do my next show or whatever.
So when is your next show?
My next show is going to be March 22nd in the showroom in Ruffins in Baker, Louisiana. It's going to be with Carissa Cropper. It's going to be with there's in Baton Rouge. Carissa Cropper, Spunky, Robinson, Punchline King. After that, I'm going to be in Hammond, Louisiana on March 23rd at Gnarly Barley with Jeff D and Reggie Raw. Also, I'm going to be April 2nd in Baton Rouge at the End Zone. So if y'all in Baton Rouge, yeah. April 2nd.
Well,
all right, awesome.
Hell yeah. Well, look.
Yeah.
What day you said?
March 23rd. That's a Saturday night at $5. Yeah, next weekend, March 23rd. I'm being
I'm
here.
bringing a t-shirt. I need you to sign it.
Tenfold. I will
All
sign.
right, guys, we about to go into the musical break.
Everything signed from our guests.
Y'all already know
I'm
how
not
it
bringing
goes.
these
Just
people
want
here
to
for
play
nothing.
some music for y'all. For y'all to sit back.
About to play these bars, son.
Get ourselves together for a couple of minutes.
You
Y'all
rolling
sit
fine?
back and relax. This is the musical break.
You got that mix from the kitchen.
I need your stuff like this, bro.
All right.
Jumping out my
Oh, the question was, how would y'all feel with the pastor touching you? Knowing
Rock Legion. AB on the track.
What's up, world? This is comedian Chef 24/7. And when I'm traveling, one thing I miss the most is a good old-fashioned New Orleans style snowball. But luckily, Marietta, Georgia may be the place just for me. Come check out Snow Dreams, downtown Marietta, Georgia, newest hotspot, with custom-made snowballs made just for y'all with that New Orleans flavor that you may or may not even experience before. So come out and experience the wonder. Come out and experience the taste. Come out and experience the style. New Orleans style, that is. Snow Dream Snowball Stand, downtown Marietta, Georgia. Coming soon. And for more information, check out my girl, Mr. Pre, on Instagram. Looking for the right type of donut? Then Craving Donuts and Cafe is the place for you. That is Craving Donuts and Cafe, 7801 Airline Drive, Metairie, Louisiana. That is 7801 Airline Drive, Metairie, Louisiana. Come get the donuts that you crave and much, much more. Come over there to the spot. Tell them Chef 24/7 sent you, and they're going to give you the hookup. Y'all go ahead and check them out. And if you craving the right kind of donuts, the donuts for you. Craving Donuts and Cafe, 7801 Airline Drive, Metairie, Louisiana. Always fresh.
Yo, what's up with your baby Sorrel Taylor with the flavor, baby Sorrel Taylor with the sauce, with the dip dab, baby. We in here with the Kitchen Talk Radio, baby. We finna get live, baby. Yeah.
Hit a nigga with the flame. I'm with it, yeah. I mean, you know, it's the motherfucking city of dead. That boy Keys on the track, yeah. The motherfucking gang. The flame, the gang. We out, Keys. Keep all my chakras in line. Them niggas mugging me, they got me clutching on my eye. It's a cool world and niggas don't make it alive. Especially in my city, man, the youngest niggas die. No love for no pig, I ain't dependent on them signs. Smoking on that gas, it helped me to relax my mind. Hit a nigga with that 9, smoking on that Cali piff. Put the flame up to that bitch. Shroomies got me tripping, fool. I ain't clutching on my tool. I will put an end to you. High off the drugs. Gang be bucking in the club. Steezing posted like a thug. Chiefing on that fire leaf. Clutching on my tool. Ain't no nigga disrespecting me. I will release the hollow weaponry. I don't know why these niggas like to step to me. I release and leave them in the street like sesame. Boy, you ain't no fucking G. Why you testing me? Get sent on the one-way trip straight to heaven, G. Bitch, I rep the gang. The gang, the gang, the gang, gang. Hitting them stains. Hit a nigga with the flame. With the flame, 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 the flame. That nigga and his team, I sit on your turf, and if we got a fucking problem, then you know them Chevys dirt on your fucking stupid ass. Now you gotta feel a wrath of a guy. Fuck that bitch, I'm a titan in my city filled with violence, but we don't hear no sirens. All we hear is choppers chopping, bodies piling, kids is dying, niggas is wildin', my city is drowning. Y'all know nothing about it, they're screaming and hollering of all of them dying. I swear, y'all know nothing about Situations it. Getting worse. These niggas is about it. These niggas is heated. My city is ripe with all this havoc. My city neglected. Chopper bullets get ejected. Kids is dying from Smith and Wesson. You niggas ain't learn your lesson. Hard head make us soft ass, but it's softer when bullets ripping through the glass. Niggas running through your house looking for the cash. See, we're trying to play hard, got your ass. Niggas wanna be tough in the city of death. Knowing what happens, bitch, it ends with a tech. I mean, yo, we ain't got the practice and all that, but Pussy nigga never kept it real. If you call the charge, you know that you the type to squeal. The type of nigga that'll change your style to get a deal. Let a nigga tamper with your ass to get a deal. These niggas ain't for real. Smoking hitting nigga like a high him go. Don't forget the coons and the shroomies in the car. Then I had a vision in my mind we never saw. Some mainstream niggas getting exposed for who they are.
Exposed for who they are, cause they been from since the start. Listen, we have written stories in the books of walk. Mainstream fishing, all you in with clownfish, stupid bitch. Then they tell you underground lit. And the south side taking back over the shit. So listen to the facts, me and Keys about to speak. They seen two New Orleans niggas and they say that we ignorant, too militant, but never did they mention or compliment our intelligence or elegance when we swing in the beast. Nigga, notice these bros running the streets in the city of death. You already know that's where we sleep, where them killers creep. Cause a motherfucker know ain't nobody about to say a peep. Cause no fucking hollow tips ripping bricks is through your fucking house. Motherfucking know it's never silent as a mouse in the fucking city.
I don't take none of you niggas as a threat. These styles I manifest bring competition to death. And these days niggas is wildin' and swinging text. And people wonder why I keep the shock around my neck. Equivalent to wearing vesting if it's what I guess. I gotta cave a nigga chest with the Smith & West. It's bad enough we taking chemtrails in with every breath. Living fast and dying slow in the city of death.
We reporting live from the side where the truth reside. If you go across the brain, hollow tips go inside your brain. Bad enough the police want me in the cell like a membrane. Shit too insane, but what you expect when you live in this oppression? You can't look up to heaven. The only thing you're ingesting is chemtrails. All hell. And now my fucking soul gotta rebel against the spells of the fucking white devil. Motherfucker, give me a shovel, I just bury my grave. Motherfucker just don't understand I'm living in the city where they do it all just to get paid.
It's Friday night and you trying to find that shirt that says warning, I might be drunk. Or hey, you might be want to go out with your girls and say, hey, I'm team single. Y'all need to look no further than the gram and type in NOLA Team Shirts. That's NOLA Team Shirts, making them custom-made shirts that says what you needed to say to respect your individuality and your unique aura that only makes you you. NOLA Team Shirts. Go get a shirt that says catching beads and taking shots. Get drunk or go home. Just the shirts that says, hey, Team Who Dat. NOLA Team Shirts. Let them know Chef 24/7 sent you. That's the gram. NOLA Team Shirts. Find them. Get the custom shirts that's made to fit your individual need so you can be fly upon the scene. It's NOLA Team Shirt. You want some of the realest food in Baton Rouge, made by real Baton Rouge people? Then look no further and hit up my boy Plates by the Plug. That's Plates by the Plug. 225-733-8131. Y'all like them crawfish balls? Y'all like them turkey neck balls? My boy does it. Y'all want barbecue, smoke? Y'all, my boy does it. Man, y'all tell him Chef 24/7 sent you, and my boy will give you the hookup. That is Plates by the Plug. Catering. 225-733-8131. That's 225-733-8131. Plates by the Plug.
All right. So, we already know how them errands go because people gotta run errands. So before we let my girl leave out here tonight, we want to tell you thank you on behalf of my cast and my two cast members that are not here, that wish they was here.
Thank you
tonight.
So much.
We appreciate you for coming out. We
Yes.
appreciate you sharing your story. Thank you for reaching out to me. I appreciate you reaching out to me
Yes,
because I'm not always the best at
I'm
getting back with
networking.
people. Ex will, but eventually I catch up with you. But I appreciate you so much. Thank y'all. Thank you so much. Tell them how they can find you.
Y'all could go to my Instagram, _Roslyn. On Instagram, I have a PayPal site up, Roslyn41, if you want to order my book. Also, I'm on Facebook, Author Roslyn Ford, and you could get your copy there. You could get in my DM, get in my inbox, and I will get you your copy. I just want to say thank you. Shout out to the Kitchen House. I'm just gonna say the Kitchen
That's
House.
good enough. That's good enough.
Yeah, because this is a talk show, but this house, and I mean, it's been great. Y'all need to get in here. Like, so much fun.
Appreciate you.
It's really
man. What you had for us, Dominique? Before you go, I see you about to say something, but I cut you off.
Oh no, I was just happy that we was your first
Oh yes, this is my first radio interview,
Yes.
and I'm excited. And I will be back for the second book. Y'all be on the lookout. I have a second book that's coming out, and it's called "The Secrets That Live in That House." And it's an awesome story. I'm a walking novel.
My friend said she wants your book. So
Thank you. I am a walking novel. So.
We will definitely have a copy of the book that we will be giving away in the future. So y'all might want
yes,
to
several copies.
Yes.
And I'm gonna send you some copies, and you can just do whatever.
Yeah, 'cause I'm damn sure gonna read it.
Promise you. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be reading that like a Zane book.
Yes, my friend. She
For real.
get on there and say, give me a copy of that book.
We appreciate you so
Shout
much.
out to you.
Well, I just gave you a follow too, by the way.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
ahead
we gotta follow
and
you.
fall back because I'm about to go escort our guest out. I'm gonna leave the phone in one of y'all hands, and we about to take us a little fancy ass picture. Sorry, I didn't mean to say ass. It's a picture. So yeah, as a matter of fact, let's just do let's get everybody get a photo op in. We're gonna let the music play. We don't care. It's the kitchen talk. That's how we do it.
Yeah, you want to take the picture?
It's a kitchen talk without a kitchen. Oh yeah, we gotta get in that bag.
Oh yeah, I like this. And I just want to bless the house today.
Thank you.
I just want to give y'all a little blessing there. It ain't much, but y'all can get y'all some food.
All right.
Just want to leave
thank
that
you.
to the kitchen. Yeah, to the kitchen. So thank y'all for having me.
Thank you. I wish we
Yes.
had a gift for you.
Oh no,
We're about to turn it over to Barry right
This
quick.
was
while I
a
step
gift.
out.
Having me.
Y'all more than welcome to stick around. Y'all, well, of course you sticking around. You more than welcome to stick around.
Yes, we gotta hear some of these jokes. You gotta give it to them. Yes,
It was
yes.
nice meeting you.
Nice
And I'm
meeting you
looking
too.
forward to coming to your show.
Yes.
April 2nd at the
Enzo.
I'm gonna be following them so I know what's coming in.
Yeah, definitely.
That book can stay here.
Okay.
Girl, I see you. I see you, sexy and beautiful.
Thank
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yes.
Thank y'all. Love y'all.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you.
right.
All right.
Now buy y'all some
Real?
food or something.
All right. I'll be right back.
Next time it'll be better. All right.
No problem. This was
Thank
yes.
you. Y'all have a blessed night. All right. Thanks.
This is one of those tours.
We gotta hear some of these jokes though. Not the ones they gotta pay for. Not the ones coming up. We talking about the old funny jokes.
The old funny shit. Huh?
Not the old Barry White funny jokes. Your name Barry White? Okay then. We not talking about you. You need to
read this book.
stay in your.
Y'all gonna read the book?
Yeah, I'm gonna read the book. Yeah, I'm gonna read the book. That's
Y'all gonna do the
There's
audit?
drama in the book. That's the best kind. I don't
That
like
is-
life drama. Not in my life. I don't, you know.
Yeah.
Read about somebody else going through the bullshit.
What?
Damn, this bitch took all
I'm
that.
done.
I would have fucked him up.
What? Yeah.
Not passive.
Yeah, Pastor. I
Not
knew it.
passive.
I'm telling you.
I knew he was always looking down when I had a V-neck on. I
Mhm.
knew it wasn't right.
Huh.
Talk about let me pray for you. Get over there.
Man, let me lay some hands on you, girl. Let me lay some hands.
Every
Private
time
church
I wear a
retreats.
collar, he ain't hollering.
Right. Like, girl, get on your knees. Let me play for you. Let me pray for you, girl.
So you do a lot of you from Baton Rouge, right?
Yeah.
That's why I see, and you do a lot of home shows.
I do a lot of home shows. I be in New Orleans.
I mean, yeah, we seen that you was here on the
Yeah.
20th. Calm down, yeah, go run
Excuse
out,
me.
go run out.
You just want to sign everything, huh?
Yeah.
You running after that ass. Go run
Yes.
after that boy. We see you. Wait, why you don't get her to sign a book? Oh, she did sign a book.
I think she said the book was for somebody or something like that.
Yeah, that was deceit.
Yeah,
you know, so
so it meant.
I
That's-
wonder,
that's-
did They passed away with the book in their hand.
I don't know. Maybe ghost money.
So yeah, you do a lot. I knew you was down here.
Yeah. I'll be down here.
Wait, no, that was in Baton Rouge.
That was in Baton Rouge. I was actually last time I was in New Orleans was last month. I was at the House of Blues.
You went to the House of Blues last month. I could have came to see you.
It was dope. It's different because it's like you right there in like French Quarter, so you got a lot of people coming in and out.
I like
Right, and they got the food. Wait, was you there when they had the restaurant open by then? Because I knew they closed at a certain time.
Well, the restaurant, we was in the what's it called, Mama's Lounge or something like that. We was in like the little smaller room, but then you can order food in there. But it's like, you got tourists coming in and out, you got people coming in. So like your first crowd for the first comedian will be a totally different crowd by the last comedian. So you gotta kind of, you gotta pay attention. So one person, one crowd may like one type of jokes, and the next crowd may like something different.
Bourbon Street. We can look at holes.
Go in
for
all that.
Like you got to keep our attention.
Exactly. And it was a free show, so it was like people just coming in like, oh, LOL, and then they roll out. So it was like,
a little laugh. You got
the gang tilt. We would have been choked out all night.
Oh yeah. It was up there. It was a good time though. For sure.
Yeah, because I would have came in and out.
Yeah, it's free. Yeah. I'll let you know next time I'm in the city. Yeah,
free show or no free show.
Yeah.
Because Barry's gonna pay for all of us if it costs. You got us at the door. Huh?
Yeah, March 23rd, Hammond, Gnarly Barley.
You paying?
It's $5.
You paying? I got another person, and then you pay.
I don't pay for extra people.
But you got a back seat, and it's a 4-door car.
But it don't.
I mean, you should pay for everybody that's able to fit, right?
Oh no, that don't work.
What?
It's unconstitutional.
It says where in the Constitution?
I don't know. I think that's like the third. That was like the
Bring thou friend.
No, the 13th Amendment says.
Bring thou friend. No. That's 4. You got a 4-door, right?
The car has 4 doors.
So each one should be able to stop being a pussycat.
I mean, you can fit them in there. The more the merrier.
Right.
Yeah, that would be nice. Huh?
I mean, the more the merrier. But I mean, whatever.
It would be nice.
It's your car, though. It's your car.
Because everybody else, I can't pay for the trip and the door fee.
We got like 10 on gas, 10, 20.
Well, we can roll.
All right,
if the tickets is 10, how much the tickets is?
Tickets is $5. $5
on gas. I got 5 on.
Next Saturday, March 23rd, Gnarly Barley. It's in Hammond, Louisiana. I don't know the exact. I don't know the address, but it's at Gnarly Barley. You Google Gnarly Barley Brewing Company. My boy Reggie Raw is gonna be on there. Jeff D, who's a guy from New Orleans, who's gonna be there. I think the guy host named Adam Santino. He's hosting it. I'm being that thing, so it's gonna be up there.
I got 5 on.
You got 5 on gas now.
Wait, remember I said if the ticket's 5, I got 5.
Yeah.
But if I bring a friend that's 5 and 10,
look, she got some snaps on the petrol. She got some snaps on the petrol. She got 2 snaps, but she got a snap.
That just means the extra person gotta have 5 too now.
That's true. Extra person got to pull up.
I got 5 and they got 5. That's
well,
10.
bam, we got to ride.
That's true.
We got to ride.
Oh, dang.
Because guess what? I'm going to see the man. I got to.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have a T-shirt. I hope you don't sign.
Yeah, you didn't.
Oh, I signed a shelter T-shirt.
Look, he might forget me by the time I get there.
Nah.
You get big and famous,
so they forget shit.
Nah. I signed a shelter T-shirt.
Okay.
I signed the hell of it.
Because I definitely want to. How you do that?
Mm-hmm.
How y'all doing, people? Sorry.
Oh no, my bad. Don't do that.
I'm not inviting you.
Oh yeah, my bad. That was.
How y'all doing, people? Sorry, we had a break. We back in the kitchen. We got a Will Marrow
kicking it up, cooking it up. That's me.
Comedian, yes.
Extraordinaire.
That's
He's something like a great. He just from Louisiana.
That's it.
Ain't that some shit?
It
Louisiana
is.
don't get no spotlight.
don't get no
There's a
love.
lot of fucking talent in Louisiana.
Man, I tell you, man,
We the hidden
Louisiana is
city.
one of the most talented states in the country.
Yeah, SB Steez, bro.
Yes, sir. What's up, Latoya? How you doing? And we got SB Steezos.
Oh yeah, shout out.
Shout out to the SB gang here, man.
We got him in the kitchen.
Yeah, man, we cooking up something.
Yeah,
Next week we gonna have something better. You know, the whole gang gonna be here. We incomplete right now, but you know, we gonna be here in full effect.
We got the Quavo of the SB gang.
Nah. We ain't playing them Atlanta games over there. You know.
Yeah.
You know, we up in here. I'm glad y'all in here with us tonight.
Appreciate it.
We had the artist. You know, she
Yeah.
she said some shit that really make you think. Like,
Yeah,
I wish I was in here. What y'all was talking about?
man, we were just basically
she-
talking about her life. It was really like she really gave
What's
her
the
testimony.
book? It's
What the
based
book
on
is
a true
about,
story,
you know?
and it was about a pastor and being manipulated by a man. Didn't I tell you that there's some
That's crazy.
14-year-olds
I
you
had
could
a-
piss on? Didn't I tell you that?
I had a pastor that boy stole like over 70,000 from my
Oh, he
church.
bought her a house.
Yeah,
He got
Like,
a ass.
this was at
I don't know about the ass.
I don't know that was homegrown or she got it like 10 years ago, but you know,
It was there.
it was there. It was there.
I got there.
She said her DM's open, so I'm gonna slide in there. I'm gonna see what's up. I'm sliding there.
Straight up.
gotta
Women like a man that can make them laugh.
But you gotta keep her attention, yeah.
I know,
All you
for
gotta do
real.
is kick jokes.
That's it. I don't have to kick her. I just kick jokes.
Or something. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Make her laugh. Women like jokes. For real.
Please laugh.
Hey,
Please
man, I
laugh.
swear, I be seeing some ugly motherfuckers with these fine ass women. I don't know how they get it, but I came to the conclusion that these niggas are making them laugh.
Either making them laugh or you know they ain't gotta pay for nothing.
That's
One of
true.
the two.
One or the other.
What? One of the two. It's nothing else. I'm not going there with y'all.
I can see how somebody can say love is blind, but I don't think love be that damn blind.
It's a mental thing. It's always a mental thing.
Beauty in the eyes of the
But love-
beholder, but I be goddamn
Right.
if I wake up next to you and you know you don't look the same, you look last, you know, you gotta be more than pretty with no makeup on.
Look at this.
You know.
But the eyes is in the beholder. Just because you can wake up with her looking like that in the morning don't mean that the other man may think it's appropriate.
Do you think love was blind?
Yes. Yes. Because if you have an ugly child, you still gotta love that child. What is you talking about?
Her situation.
Oh,
Do you think love was blind?
I think
What the hell did I miss?
love is in the eyes of
Do
the
you think?
beholder.
I don't think it was
That's
blind.
what I
I think it was confused.
Oh, that's not love.
Or probably got a
Yeah,
stigma.
no,
to it.
like because
that is
They
it's
probably
not
got
love.
a
Like
stigma
she
to, you know,
said,
need
like
some
the
glasses or
love
What
something.
y'all talking about?
before.
Well,
I don't know
we
what
just
marriage
came up
jumped
upon
on.
this question. I came up upon this question because we were talking about that I see a lot of these ugly motherfucking men with these badass women. They either making them laugh is what I came to the conclusion of.
Right.
The guy, as he said, or they don't have to pay
Oh, I
for
thought you were
anything.
talking about old dude and her. That was her brother.
Oh, that was a dude?
Oh,
I thought that was a dyke.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like when I was like,
Wait, hold on, wait.
Oh, that nigga
man,
had some
wait.
titties. Nigga had titties.
That has to
Man, wait.
know what it is for these ugly people to be with these pretty people. You know, and
What
it
do-
wasn't
what do you
no
consider
feelings or
pretty?
nothing like that. I said women
Yeah,
don't
you
really
know.
operate like that. It's all either they making them laugh was what I said, bottom line, and then he said, you know, or you don't have to pay for anything.
What if they got
So I
confidence?
was like, either
What if they just ugly with confidence and you be like,
Man,
you
look.
want
all
my
other
ugly
people
ass?
got
You want
confidence.
my ugly ass?
I done seen a lot of ugly people with some confidence, and that don't do nothing but. I mean, that might be it, because you know, an ugly person with confidence is something funny because
Steve Urkel got Lauren. That's all I'm saying.
Look how long it took. Look how long it took.
But my boy kept it real though.
my nigga had to turn the stuff on and everything.
We had got to the question: Did you think love was blind between our guest that just left? Was love blind? In her eyesight, was she blinded by love from this guy that done this?
I
to
mean,
her?
possibilities. I mean, people are blinded by love all the time. Love is so many
In the
different
eyes
damn
of the
layers.
beholder,
Oh,
it
Yeah,
depends.
it's so many different
Everybody-
layers.
I mean, First, you can manipulate the situation. You can make a person feel when they already sad, emotional, depressed.
And you gotta watch out for that. That's a good cautionary tale, but I'm glad she's out of it because some people are still stuck in it and they don't want to leave. They think that is life. They think that this is how they're supposed to live.
How I feel,
so for her to come out of that,
I think it gets to a point to where it's like, you know, it's kind of like that slave mentality. You know what I mean? Like some people just get so far and so deep into that sunken place. It's like once you release them from that, you know, they just lose it. They just completely break down. You know, not everybody is mentally strong enough to be in that situation and, you know, come out on the other end with everything intact. You know,
That's
a lot
true.
of times people just, you know, kill themselves or, you know, do something off the wall. And that's really how it be most of the time.
Yeah, some people just sing Ashanti songs.
Y'all remember
Yeah.
that old saying? You can't cause a storm and then cry when it rains.
Right.
Makes sense. Yeah.
I think she was behind the money when he first flashed that money to her. That would turn her out. She was into that, and he was able to control her because she bit onto that. A woman with her own money,
but then you
with
start
the
catching
story
to
man
get
play
the
with her like
understanding.
that.
That's why you gotta read the story to get the understanding.
I'm reading it tonight first. I called in.
That's cool.
But I'm just saying though, right? Because a woman choose who they want to be with from the jump. You ain't about to just confuse me to be with you. No, like, ain't no woman just giving up that easy.
But a woman that's usually self-control and that has her own money loves self because she know what self wants. But if you don't know what self wants, first of all, you already had an abusive. She was already in an abusive relationship before that he killed himself. So it makes her feel like
she to blame.
You never been.
But
she needs to get that sympathy.
But it goes back
right,
to
and it hurts. Now it feels.
She feeling pity for herself.
Yeah, not just for herself, because it's like I made this guy kill myself. Now he's out to hurt me, but by me leaving, he didn't really kill himself. So did he really love me? Did he really, you know, what was I the one fucking up really to the point where, you know what I'm saying? If you start questioning everything, because then somebody that lost their life,
like
he didn't go to, he didn't go to jail.
And at that point,
right? So now you start, and then now you have a higher being. You have somebody that's not mentally, you think mentally fucked up,
right?
And now they're making, you know, you don't know how he twisted. But just like she said, when he kissed her, she was just like, wait, hold on, wait. And she left out. So now she got time to be like, wait, it wasn't me.
But it goes back.
No, her mama did, but her mama was like, don't say nothing about it. Like, just leave this alone. You know what I'm saying? So now you don't have, she said
she didn't believe.
No, I said that. I said when she didn't believe, she was like, her mom believed her, but her mama just told her to, you could.
Remember we was talking about earlier when I was talking about you can't just look at what's in front, you gotta look deeper. And that's a perfect scenario. You have somebody who's been through some stuff, and you know what I'm saying, they're going to the church, and that's what makes it sad. They're going to the church, the place that they're supposed to find salvation among everything. And we all know not all churches are built the same. You know what I'm saying? Not all churches' mission, they say God, but their mission is not God.
Right. Y'all ever seen this TV show Black Jesus? Y'all seen that show?
I haven't, but I heard.
Y'all gotta really get into that. It's on Hulu. They had an episode about the churches and stuff on.
It's about the 3 black men.
Nah, like
it's about a black dude.
All right,
black dude named
Jesus. No, he really like on the show. Like he really Jesus. He just came back in 2014. And he stayed in Compton. So it's like it's funny because it's like he Jesus, but he black Jesus. So he like, you know, a nigga, but a nigga who Jesus. So he do stuff like, you know, they hit licks on people and stuff, but Jesus will get a money back because he Jesus. You know, it's stuff like that. It's a twist and it's funny, but it really make you open up your eyes to look at how the world actually is.
I watched the video about the show and it was like pretty much the characters all depended on people they would constantly do wrong.
Yeah.
They get caught up, help me out.
You know, because it's each other character that's cool with Jesus is a representation of all of us. You know, like the you know, you have one dude, he was on probation, you know, and he trying to go straight, but it's like I mean, nobody hiring a felon. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do.
Right.
You know, then you got another guy, King Bash, you know, he's an internet celebrity. You know, that's like Jesus LaFlunky. So Jesus be finessing him and punking him, telling him go to the still, you know, like do this, be running him. Then, you know, he got a chick, you know, she always into some mess out on social media, you know. So it's not like back in the day when he had, you know, his disciples, you know, who were holy men, you know, men, you know,
Americanized.
Yeah, it's like, you know, modern Americanized, you know, actual problems and different things that we face and like how people can find Jesus.
It a series?
It's a series. They only have
the dude who made the Boondocks.
They only have 2 seasons because the show got canceled. They took it off Adult Swim. You know, whenever a black show really, you know, get something up that they gonna take it off. And I'm guessing they ain't keep it because, you know, the guy ain't want the show to get watered down like how the Boondocks final season was. You know, I'm not trying to, you know, be out here and bash the Boondocks. I love the Boondocks. I love Adult Swim, but y'all know y'all was wrong for that last season. They had no for the Boondocks. It was, you know, it's watered down. It's no real, you know, they got certain jokes in there, but it's not as funny and it don't really make you think as much as the first 3 seasons.
My phone done died again.
You know, that's the heartbreak part about it.
Took over. And
it showed when, you know,
it's your girl from 227 that created that show, right?
What, the Boondocks?
Yeah.
Nah, it was a dude. It was Regina King. Regina King just played Riley and Huey. The guy who made Boondocks, that's actually been something.
I can't think of his name. Darren McGruber.
Yeah, that's been a part of him since like high school. He been having that in college. That's when he started putting it in the comic strip in college, and after college, you know, that's when the whole Adult Swim and everything came together. So it's been with him like a long time.
Over there? Yeah, I'm about to get to him now.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I was in Rising DMs, man. I was trying to figure out how old that ass was. I know she 45. That ass about 37 though. I ain't gonna lie. It's about 37.
Yeah, ass since the 80s, huh?
That story over with though. That's over with.
That's over it, man. That's over it.
She making money off of that, baby.
She on a book tour now. I'm trying to open up for her. Hell. It's called networking.
And that could be a joke.
The C2.
Exactly. Shit.
It look good for his age.
That's it. I don't know how old it is.
Comedians don't give a fuck.
You right. We don't give a fuck.
We don't.
We don't give a fuck.
That's why you want to just pretend like you don't give a fuck.
It ain't no pretend. Like, you know what I'm saying? Most shit, we like, don't give a fuck.
You don't give a fuck.
Right. Because life is funny. You just gotta find
laugh at life because
you got
know why? Life will have you get beat the fuck up every day.
Like tonight for you. You know?
Like tonight.
Like tonight.
You know what I'm saying? If I wouldn't have had my ass on that court, I wouldn't
trying
have
to make you funny.
Man, I would have lied. I ain't gonna lie. I would have lied. I would have been like, man, they had like about 17 ninjas jump me while I was coming out to. Ain't the sound no type of way, but out of all my years, like I ain't never really had no fight that I got hit in my face. So you ain't had no fight? You never had a fight?
I had fights, but I wasn't getting hit in my face.
Oh,
you was stepping them, huh? Bobbing and weaving.
It was just more of a, I'm gonna say it was just more of a respect thing. You know what I'm saying? And then I always been funny.
So you respect that nigga for popping your ass. Hey, we find out you scared.
So he got bruised all on his chest and shit, but he hit me in the face though.
Motherfucker that you keep in the room. That's we. I see why R. Kelly was locking people in the room. Throw your ass upstairs.
No, I'm right
talking to you when I feel like talking to you. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how it go, though. You know, and people don't fight comedians. You know, people don't fight funny niggas.
That's why y'all funny.
Swing on Mike Epps in Harris Casino.
You know, the nigga that swung on Steve Brown.
That shit happened.
I'm waiting to whoop Steve Brown.
I remember when Cat Williams got his ass whooped.
Right.
By a kid.
By a little 13, 14-year-old.
He was high as a kite. That's what I'm gonna say for Cat. He was high as a kite when that happened.
To where you don't give a fuck about everything. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know a limit to your jokes. You gotta know a limit to your crowds. participation. Because if you get in that crowd and you just go to diving in on everybody,
tonight is the night tonight.
But I feel like
talking that after that.
as a
Tonight
person
is
who
not the
a
night.
big fan
Hey,
of
bro, we won that
of
game.
comedy and comics, I'm gonna say like I feel like more so now.
He took one for the team.
I'm gonna say more so now. You really need somebody who gonna go in and just go at everybody top nowadays because the world too sensitive.
I ain't gonna lie.
They're extremely too sensitive.
the show in Katy,
I mean,
before gay marriage,
and see that was and to me that was really like the initial start of it all, because it was like, you know, people getting so sensitive. Oh, you can't talk about this, you can't talk about that. When it's like,
but let me add
because
the Catholic priests
but
with
let
the
me
little boys.
but let me help let me enlighten y'all right quick. And
And
maybe Will could agree with me. Maybe Barry can too. It's not what you talk about, it's how you talk about it. I did a show in Katy, Texas at a redneck place. When I'm telling you redneck, when I came in, it was me and one other black dude. The black dude left. And I got on stage and I told these jokes. And the first thing I said, I appreciate y'all for not having the noose hanging outside the thing and the little boy from Deliverance playing. And they bust out laughing. When I tell you I got up there, I talked about George Bush. I talked about Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And in front of rednecks. But it was how I approached it. It was exactly how I approached it. And they asked me to come back. You know what I'm saying?
Feel like you was,
and I ain't gonna lie, one thing I learned from like rednecks,
right? I just was telling from my perspective.
I feel like rednecks, like, they don't care just as much as black people don't care. You know, they just white. Like because like I met some
joke and they booed him off. Serious shit. And they told the host, don't bring him back. I tell you no lie.
I'm kind of nervous to tell all my
Donald Trump
jokes.
Donald Trump had just got in the office. And I was like, I told him, I said, to be honest with you, I'm ashamed. I said, man, I ain't even vote. Because I said, either way it go, you was going to get fucked. But I said, I just put my headphones on and kind of tune out the world. Because I already know the next 4 years is going to be fucked. It make me miss Bush.
Right.
I say, Bush just did it for America. And then they started cheering. Like, yeah, I'll say, fuck, at least Bush gave me a check back. I said, he did it for America. He went got the oil for America. He went shot Bin Laden for everything was for America. It wasn't for him.
Stamps, you know they wasn't cut.
When I'm telling you, they
like black people.
They getting more than us.
Standing up, clapping. And I'm like, this nigga didn't even want to be up in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you watch old interviews before he even ran, like when his daddy was running. You know what I'm saying? He was just chilling. He was just a happy son just to chill.
All right.
But they pushed him in there because they wanted him to be in there. And if you realize now the way he act now, he don't give a fuck. He act like that fucking drunk ass uncle, that white man, president, right? But he didn't want to
ever catch me and shit. I don't care how much fucked up shit I did. Y'all won't catch me.
Bush done ducked enough shoes thrown at him.
That's the same thing. Like, okay, we uplift Obama. Obama is the first black president and all that, right? I'm down for that. I respect that. I'm all for that. At the same time, just like ain't nobody did nothing from this presidency, ain't nobody really did much of nothing from that president.
Unless you was gay.
I mean, at the same time, man. At the same time, we always get looked over.
That's
who running. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's true. That's true.
And we always get looked over, Democrat or Republican. So you got to look deeper than what's being presented.
What I try to tell people,
that these people are the good guys, these people are the bad guys, but there's no good or bad.
Because when the cameras off, you know, and the doors closed, they all smoking cigars and popping bottles together, you know, playing golf, all that. And I try to tell people that because by me only being 20, you know, people are overlook me and say like, oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. But it's like me as a person, you know, I'm not. Oh no, I ain't gonna take no stuff. I gotta drive anyway, you know. I'm a responsible person.
They're responsible, adult.
But I try to tell people, you know, really, it don't matter who in office. If you really want change, and like for black people, if we really want to see change in our communities, in the world, we got to come together and put money together. You know, if you from New Orleans, you already know in the East, Michoud, that's like what? Vietnamese town. They got business all over the city, but they gonna bring all that money back to Michoud. They gonna get their people and like, look, we gonna get about 6-7 of us in this one house. We gonna chip in on bills, on a mortgage. We gonna buy this house. Then we gonna get the next one. Then we gonna get the next one. And I mean, the whole family eating from that. But we just don't stick together as much. And I mean, I feel like it's multiple reasons, but the first initial reason is because we don't even know who we are as a people. We feel like this people who was brought here, you know, from this distant land. And I mean,
That's not true.
nah, we the Native Americans, you know. I tell people that because if a African slave, you know, ran away and was adopted by a tribe, and the poster child of Native Americans and black people don't look nothing alike, how can the African be adopted into that tribe unless they look alike? You know, down here in New Orleans, we celebrate the Mardi Gras Indians and all that, but that's what happened. So the truth just been in plain sight, and they just lie to us, and they keep us confused, and they keep us down. But all that's about to change. Yeah, it is.
But you know, one of the problems about us as a community getting together and like staying together and all of that, you got too many ignorant people, and they got people that are happy to be ignorant.
Yeah.
I watched a chick in the store today wait for a po' boy. Now this man got about 5 people in this line, and she had to be extra ignorant the whole time, like, and smiling and laughing because it was kicks for her. That's why a lot of people can't coexist, because there's always 1 or 2 messy people that they pride themselves on being ignorant, and that's not cool. That fucks it up for everybody.
Yeah.
We can't grow if you pride yourself in your own ignorance.
Yeah, because one rotten fruit in the basket to get the whole thing rotten.
Right.
It'll spoil the whole thing.
Especially if the one that has the baskets of apples don't want to take the initiative to just throw that one out.
Yeah, you just as much as the problem.
Because that means you have to open your mouth and speak.
Right.
And like I tell my son, like, he's 12, and he's like, yeah, they said if you and family, don't go in business with no family. So I was like, who said that? Who told you that?
Right.
Because to me, like I tell you, you and your brothers and sisters stick together, and that becomes first. So that's family. So whoever's telling you as a black boy,
Trying to divide that.
trying to tell you that you shouldn't go in business with family, who is that? Who's telling you that? Because mama didn't tell you that.
Right.
You know, you should be listening to mama.
And if they look like us saying that, then you know they ain't really part of us.
And because they didn't have structure and discipline in their houses, and then that didn't give you the strength to overcome. Because it's one thing you're gonna need. If anything was to fall down, just like you said, and people stay in houses 6 to 7 people at a time. And with that being said, when shit hit the fan, who are you gonna be with? The people that's in your house.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, that is your community.
Right.
You know, I don't just raise my kids. They're my kids in my household, but I let my mama influence.
Takes a village.
It takes a village, and she don't have control, well, of my house and the kids, and my father don't have control, but they each have a part in raising
A helping hand.
and influence my kids. You know what I'm saying? Because just because they may not be able to talk to me doesn't mean I don't want them talking to these niggas in the street about it. I mean, for them to come to one of these people in the community and in my village. So
go to a cousin or uncle, somebody.
It only takes a village in the black community to raise a child.
It takes a village in every community.
Right,
Because
that's why
like
they have their communities and we need our community. I need
say those people, they get 5, 6, 7 of them in a house together.
because he said about the
Right. You think you could do that with black people?
And that's what I was talking about.
Anything possible.
Yeah, you can form it.
It's not impossible. You just got.
Yes, you can. I'm a living witness.
Like most of the time,
I am.
You know what I'm saying? 5, 6 adults.
It's rules.
You really can't do that because in the black community, you got 5, 6, 7 adults with 2, 3 different kids.
That's not true.
So everybody ain't about to just bring their family into that. You know.
Yes, I have. You
said
said that, but I'm a living witness, guys. I've had friends. Listen, I've had friends that needed to stay with me at times with children. The less was maybe 3. And we say
it's different. That's because between a need and a want. You see what I'm saying?
But it still happens
because they want to.
Nah,
but it happens.
It's not so much. It's not so much as a want. It's because they know what they need and they know what they have to get. And the thing is, what I see, what these different communities of people, they'll put their pride to the side you know, and they'll look at the bigger picture. Well, if we can buy this house, you know, with these 7, 8 adults in this house, we can buy this house, you know, less than 10 years.
And expand.
Think about how many houses we can get within 10 years, you feel me? And get all this land, get all this property, not just for us, but for our kids. Because a lot of people get so selfish and say, oh, well, I want the name to the first house and this, that, and the other one is like, no, you got to play your position. You got to play your role. You got to play your part. If everybody do their part and play their part and just humble themselves and take that pride to the side, wonderful things can happen. You can prosper bigger than what you can even imagine.
You got to eliminate the ignorant people.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't open my house up to many people.
So what
people
you
open
want?
up their house to
Ain't
me.
no yawning.
You know what I'm saying? And when I'm crashing by somebody else, I'm making sure I'm super respectful. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to entertain their space too much. I'm gonna be gone for the most of the part. I'm going to work so I could try to get my own.
Right. I'm only coming out of sleep, shower, change, and gone. Back to
but the person house you in still has rules, right? You could.
True.
But what are you getting at? I need to know what is your actual.
It's a need to have it. It's a I'm busted. I ain't got nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm broke. I ain't got this. I ain't got that. You know what I'm saying? But me and my 2 kids, me and my 3 kids. So
the people on
to
Facebook
come over there. So we can't help stand me trying to build another house because I'm busted on my ass. You see what I'm saying? So it's more of a need than compared to when they are doing it and they doing it for the sole purpose. That was their sole start from the beginning. This is what we gonna do. We gonna stay in this house together. It wasn't no, oh, can I come stay with you for a little while? It wasn't that. It being the whole point of we gonna get this together.
Wait, can I stay with you for a little bit to what? Get
I'm
myself
just saying, to
together.
get yourself together. So that's what it be like more in the community like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like with the white parents, you know, they'll let their kids stay for a while. Ain't no get out and all this, you know. In the black community, you gotta go. At a certain age, you gotta go.
Once individuals start talking about, like you talking about, like, see, once you meet people like that and start communicating and talking about it, then what? Then you feel like they run off, scatter, is not really a main.
No, because like I'm saying, when you talk about that nowadays, like people already have a life already set up, you know, and you can't just go in there and be trying to live in the same house with people. You don't know what people got going on before you got there. You see what I'm saying? Everybody got their secrets and their stories, and that shit just bottled up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got multiple personalities. Nobody want to admit it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we do. As humans, it's in us because we have shit that we believe, we have shit that we doubt. And that gives us 2 different people right there. You know what I'm saying? The believer and the doubter.
We got 5 minutes, so we wrap it up to the final point. And I know this is getting good, but I was just looking at the time.
Good. We can close it.
No, we still got 10 minutes.
I mean, I feel like a part of that. I feel like a part of what you were saying is due to the fact that it's been so much that our people really has went through, and that's easily overlooked. Like a lot of people think you got to go to war, you know, to have stuff like post-traumatic stress disorder. Down here, damn near everybody got post-traumatic stress disorder. You know, damn near everybody is desensitized to violence. And in the real world, you know, that's sad. You know, we don't think much of it because in Louisiana, it's always been like that. You know, especially in New Orleans, it was so bad that they had to move the capital from New Orleans to Baton Rouge. So that just shows, and that just talks about the history and the culture of the crime and how that's embedded into the city. You know, I tell people New Orleans is like the most, it's a real spiritual, you know, evil, like sort of demonic type entity. And I say that because anywhere in the world, you know, nobody consume more alcohol than us, for one. That's already, you know, gonna lower your vibrations and lower your spirits. Not more than us. I guarantee you. I done met people from all over. Nobody consume more alcohol than us. Also,
they stop at
in the South,
everywhere in the morning. Why would you think that?
And we the only state.
24 hours out here in New Orleans.
We the only state out the entire Bible Belt. The only state in the whole Bible Belt that has liquor. That has liquor Monday through Sunday.
Yeah, in Texas have a dry county on Sunday. You can't get beer, you can't get wine, you can't get no wine coolers, none of that.
Nothing.
You got, and then you can't even go like we could go to Walmart and get liquor. You can't go to Texas and get liquor from out of Walmart. You got to go to a liquor warehouse.
You got to go to liquor stores and stuff. That's just like what you know. So it's just like those types of factors, those types of things. You know, when you look at that, then you really pay attention to that. You know. You know, so when you look at those details and those facts, it really opened up your eyes to different perspective. And I really never thought much of it until, you know, I met my girl, because she from Chicago. Now, everybody look at Chicago and say, oh, that's, you know, Chirac, you know, they do all. But it's not, it's bad out there, but it's nowhere near as worse as living in New Orleans. You know, we are the only, well, you know, New Orleans, Louisiana, you know, Louisiana is the only state that is really was deemed unfit to raise a child. How could the state be so terrible to where the rest of the world, the rest of the country said, y'all are unfit to raise a child?
Damn.
You know, y'all 49 in the educational, you know, in the education system, but we the number one tourist attraction because you don't need niggas to be smart if all they got to do is take orders and clean floors,
right?
Clean rooms.
Will, real quick, man, what's your rebuttal? Because I know you've been kind of quiet. I won't give you your moment right quick because I know the time winding.
Oh man,
yeah. What's your rebuttal, man? You from BR, so what's your take on all of this?
My take on it is absolutely right. I just think that like the culture of our society is independence to a fault. To the fact that how you said, like, you know, most other cultures, they'll have grown adults still living with parents, getting themselves together, you know, learning about money management, learning about getting equity, learning about assets, learning about debt to income ratios,
a trust,
stuff like that, to where they ready to get married or when they ready to move on their own, it's easy. It's an easy transition. Whereas in our culture, you know, 17, 18, you try to kick them out or you try to move out, you know, and then even and then that's not even just the parents, that's just interaction itself. Because think about it, let's say if, you know, let's say if somebody came to you was like, hey, how you doing, you know what I'm saying, my name is so and so, you know, I'm 35, I still live with my parents, I'm trying to get myself together. You gonna be like this nigga still live with his parents. Right. 35, what kind of grown ass nigga still live with his parents? But not knowing. But I'm just saying, but like not like you and Jim, but I'm just saying, like the first thought is gonna be
questions though. Then
right.
you start,
like, why you buy your mama house?
He has a mental problem.
Right, exactly.
He needs to be for his mom, but you start.
But it had nothing to do with. It had nothing to do with.
Has changed now.
Right, but it had nothing to do with. Well, is he there to build his assets? Is he there like, you know, it's like, oh, he has a mental problem. His parents is crazy. You know, he lazy. You know, it's negative thoughts. It's negative stereotypes rather than where if you say like a white dude or Asian woman staying at home with their parents, getting their stuff together, it's okay. They get their stuff together. We understand that. But as black folk, it's like, man, we're taught independence. We're taught independence, so it's drilled in us so much to be independent to a fault, to where the point is, like, I remember when I was, you know, saying like 19, 20, and I had, you know, I was ready to move out of my grandmother's house, right. Whether I was ready or not. I was like, man, I'm trying to get out, and I had to move back in.
Right.
And it was a struggle. I had to keep moving back in. I know people right now that'll, you know what I'm saying, go from mama house to their girlfriend house.
Right.
They break up, go back to mama house.
Right.
Break up, go back to mama house. Get a new girlfriend, move in with girlfriend. Break up with girlfriend, move back to mama house. Like that's just that. That's the transition.
All right, man. This has been good. Have y'all enjoyed yourself tonight, fellas?
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Most definitely.
It was an unexpected night, but I'm happy I came through.
Y'all enjoyed yourself tonight?
I love the kitchen without a stove.
All right, so look, we got 4 minutes left in the show, so y'all know how we do it. We're going to go around, man. Tell them how they can find you, Will.
Oh, man, look, y'all shouted me out, man. Follow me on Instagram at _Will Merrill. That's WILLMERRILL. On Facebook, Will Merrill. Y'all can follow me on YouTube, youtube.com/Will Merrill. Man, just shout out to everybody out there on social media. Man, y'all can poke me. Y'all can slide my DM. I probably won't answer it. but do it anyway. My wife probably kill y'all and me at the same damn time. But anyway, man, shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to Kitchen Talk Radio. Shout out to everybody else out there with the kitchens. Shout out to the shoe chefs. Shout out to the line cooks. Shout out to shift leaders out there right now at rallies, making them big Bufords. Shout out to everybody out there in the hood, man. Fry cook. Everybody out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody, bro. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
Shout out to AO, man. I see you, USK and D Mitch and my boy Bruno. Shout out to y'all, everybody on the gram and on Facebook. My boy, man, tell them how they can find you.
Y'all can find me on Instagram at sb.nate98. That's sb.nate98 on Instagram. And you can follow the Steve's Bro group on Instagram at sbmob__. You can also give us a follow on SoundCloud at Steve's Bros. That's with a $, not a S. So $TEEZBROS.
Any closing statements, D Beautiful? I know you don't want them to find you.
Yeah, we already know that.
Don't come looking for me.
And I won't give a shout out, to the kitchen.
My fault.
I won't give a shout out to the kitchen. This was in the heat of the moment, magical night. Anything can happen. So this was unexpected, but I'm happy I came through.
Thank you for
next
being
week.
on the corner because you helped Will
Of course.
find his way.
Yes. He was sitting on the bench, baby, like a bench player.
Next
He
week.
was sitting out there smoking a cigarette. I'm on the phone with Will. I'm like, Will, you see this dude
I got
with
a
a green
black.
shirt on? He said, he said, no. I said, turn around. He said, I say, I'm not. I said, I'm walking up close to him.
I almost gave you the trash can. I thought you was one of them kind. You remember, but you ain't had that little big.
Nah, I got the 2-lane shirt on. That's why she's saying if y'all can't, I just get him on.
After hour 2-lane shirt.
Yeah, getting all work.
It's the after hour.
Oh man.
No, guys, y'all catch me here every Thursday from 10 to 12 on Kitchen Talk Radio Show. I don't like all that. Keep us on the radio, hey guys. And thanks to everybody that viewed on Instagram, YouTube, all my people. Shout out to y'all. I really appreciate it. And catch me here next Thursday with new guests.
And Barry, of course, how they can find you.
Yeah, new guest. He's not going to be a guest. You're going to be a guest next week.
I mean, I could. I'll pull up.
Oh, well, then that means he's a co-guest. He's a.
I'll pull up with somebody else. I'll talk shit about the
Come on.
I ain't slow.
Yes, you are. You got hit in the head tonight, baby. You're really slow
Yeah,
tonight.
You gotta duck next time.
You're really
Aaron
slow.
Smith, Facebook, Instagram, Smith_2. I haven't found out how to work Snapchat. I haven't, but I will.
Because he's like,
I'm here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, we're in the kitchen with no table manners. And on Thursday night, it's the Kitchen Talk Radio with the chef 24/7 and D Beautiful. The co-host ain't here, but
yeah, they running there.
I'm gonna be where you need me to be at. Just what Jerome say, call me.
Oh, man. All right. All right, as always, y'all can find me on Instagram, Chef724, Facebook, Chef247 fan page, YouTube, Chef247 comedy, and of course, y'all can find us on Kitchen Talk Radio Show on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We here every Thursday at 10 o'clock, so y'all know how I end this. Thank y'all for coming through. The knowledge is in y'all head, so keep a hold to it and don't drop it. And to quote my mother, after a good ass meal, God bless the cook. Have mercy on the dishwasher. We out this bitch. I'm about to get y'all with the anime outro.
We out. Make sure it's your boy Music.
Oh, I do my
animes on the outro.
Yeah.
That makes sense, huh?
Like my anime, you mean like Dragon Ball Z or like real anime? Oh yeah, I fuck with it. I fuck with Dragon Ball. Whole lot of Dragon Ball shit.
Peace, guys. What you thought this was a wig? Boy, it was a wig. I wouldn't have had it. I wouldn't have had it tied back. I know that much. I paid for